Hi, everybody. I haven't done a Car Chronicles in a minute, and I'm driving, so bear with me. Okay, anywho, I'm driving to get some gas. And those of you who know me know where I'm going to. Anywho, wow, I'm saying the same things I used to say. I had a situation happen yesterday, right? And I got really frustrated about it. And I hope it's not too much movement in this vlog because I'm holding the phone. I think maybe I shouldn't say that on camera. No, but I had a situation happen yesterday that really frustrated me, and so I was going to put it on my channel, but then I thought about it. I said, mm, nah, probably not a good idea. So I do have to put a story time on here because it relates to what the Spirit of the Living Lord told me that made me feel a lot better. So I had a situation where yesterday I felt like my boundaries were tested. There were two people coming at me a certain way because they said that I did not come upstairs to speak to um, someone we know out of courtesy. I didn't come upstairs. The reason why I didn't go upstairs to say hi was because there was a toxic individual there that I chose not to be around. And these people know this, but they felt like regardless you should have came upstairs and said hi, and you know, uh, this person was hurt by it. And so I said, okay, and I quote, I'm not apologizing for not being around toxic people or energy and da da da. So long story short, I felt like they were double teaming me. I felt like they were coming for me in a way that's like, gang bangerish. Like, oh, we're gonna double team her because she hurt such and such feelings because she didn't come and say hi. Ooh, I was like, okay, that's entitled as ever, but okay. So I got really frustrated because I felt like the nerve. But then today, and I mean, I was upset. Like I was ready to call them and let them have it, or I was ready to call them and just be clear. I'm not apologizing for anything. And if I hurt anyone's feelings, that person's grown and they can handle their own issues by themselves and then take two people to explain who I hurt because I chose to set a boundary and not put myself in a position where I was around someone who I prefer not to be around, regardless of who it is. And it has nothing to do with spiritual integrity. That has nothing. In fact, it is spiritual integrity to set boundaries and not be around individuals who just choose to heap abuse or do certain things, especially the element that it was. I chose not to be there. So here's the thing, and you'll get a lot of people that disagree with that because in their mind, they think being spiritual is a pushover. It means no boundaries. It means love regardless. Yes, I still love that person. In fact, that person could have been endangered by another party that I know of. And I was like, no, 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 you will not. So I defended that person behind their back. That says I don't hate you. That says that we are still cool. Not cool, I'm sorry. That says that I don't hate you. That says there's still love there. But what I'm not going to do is surround or put myself back in an environment that is toxic, that I know is not a good thing. This person I know drinks a lot, and when they drink, they turn up even worse. And we're not on speaking terms, so why would I indulge in even my or put forth my presence in that environment? And again, these people know, but they decide to heap on the fact that I didn't show courtesy by coming upstairs to say hi. Now, we're not talking about people who I don't normally visit that don't stay around the corner from me. We're not talking about people who I haven't seen in a while. We're talking about people who I just saw. And the idea was that I was supposed to come upstairs and Why not you come downstairs? You know that's a toxic environment for me with that person there. Why not you come downstairs and say hi? But I digress. Okay, let's keep going. So today, here's what the spirit said to me. The spirit said to me, Unique, you have to stop getting riled up or becoming emotional when people show you their true colors. Obviously, they don't see their wrong and they're choosing not to see their wrong or their entitlement. So you keep it moving. That's how you keep it moving. You say what you feel. And then in some cases, you may not even be able to come out and just say what the whole truth is, but just say, you know what, I have something to do. I'm not able to make it. Sorry I couldn't come in and speak or not. Um, Actually, I won't do that because that's just entitlement. I worship the Lord, not humans. Sorry. I'm on a bumpy street, guys, so thank you for bearing with me because Lord have mercy, this street is just bumpy. Or maybe I should slow down. If I slow down, it'll be bumpier. But anywho, so the spirit just like be chill. Don't feel like you gotta over explain or even explain yourself. Once you said it the first time, just keep it moving. And then sometimes you learn with certain people, you can't tell them the all out truth. You have to just say, I'm unable to make it. You have to just say no. Whatever just uh detracts a negative, toxic environment. Remember, we're not doing any negativity, any toxicity. So you can't allow their toxicity to spread because what they were doing was toxic. In my mind, I was like, oh no, oh, this is toxic. I got to grab in my coat. It's time to go. Because we was just having a conversation. And it just was getting a little, to me, challenging to even sit and have that conversation. If I explained to you I wasn't coming around, why are we going back and forth about me not speaking, coming upstairs to speak to a human being like it's my mother? Like if my mom was alive and and she was there, even if I seen her every day, I wouldn't feel the need to do that, but I can see if this is my mother. We're talking about respect, honor, da 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 da. But we're talking about another human being, actually younger than me, who insisted on harping on the fact that I did not come upstairs to say hi to them, even though I saw them the day before then, and probably the day before that. I don't get it. Now you're picking and prodding. So I was frustrated by that, and I was ready to let somebody understand once and for all. Don't come for me, right? That was my stance. And the spirit was just like, no, don't sweat it. Don't even make a big deal about it. You have no time for that. That in itself is toxic, having to explain to people who you just was clear with, this was the environment. You guys chose to have this person over. I chose to not be around this person. You guys chose who you wanted to be around. Now I know that's a triggering statement. So in itself, maybe that part triggered them to keep going. And then one started taking up for the other. And I'm just like, it is what it is. And it heated me. I'm not gonna lie, it heated me. But what I learned is, don't argue. We don't got time for that. We ain't got time to debate. We don't got time for debating. The true spiritual act is you set a boundary. You be clear with these people. You say, okay, I choose not to be around this person. And if it should be a situation where they know you didn't show up because the other person was there, and they say, but you didn't come and say this, you didn't come and show me honor or whatever, say I wasn't able to make it. That's it. You don't have to lie. You don't have to sugarcoat. You don't have to, and just be done with it. Because clearly, if you realize they don't respect your boundaries, who are you to fight to try to get them to? And especially if you was a person who didn't set boundaries. Now you're traumatizing the people around you because they're like, wait a minute, this is new. She's never done this. She's disrespectful. She's rude. Oh, okay. Not that you're entitled, but that I'm rude. Okay. But anyways, like I said, I digress. It looks like the bridge is up. I will not be able to go that way. It might be coming down. But so yeah, it was crazy. It was just crazy to me. It was baffling to me Because sometimes I'd be like, the nerve of people. But what God is like, chill, keep calm, keep keep calm. Ain't no sense in going back and forth with people. We don't have time for that. If we're talking about the word, we're talking about we're talking about the Lord, we're talking about things like that. That is something we can talk about on a deeper level. And even that is not an argument. So why would I argue about setting a boundary? Why? Why would I do that? So I'm calm. I'm better. I feel much better because it was like a chill went over my soul in a good way, like a chill, calm. And basically, was like, don't argue with people when they choose to not respect your boundaries. Don't go back and forth with people when they know the good they ought to know and do, and they chose not to. You're not a parent or whatever. It's not up to you to beat this into somebody's head, period. So all that to say, I digress from what I was going to say and share with them today. And coming from an African American community, it's just a culture. Some things we just don't tolerate. We let a person have it, or and not just rebuke in the Bible, if you will, is what I intended on doing. Not letting them have it, because letting them have it comes from that's not something that I should be doing, because my let you have it is it's not good. So we don't always have to waste time to try to rebuke someone or help someone to understand. If they're choosing not to understand, they're choosing not to understand. That is not up to us to help them to see. That is not up to us to go back and forth. It is not up to you to waste that type of energy to explain something that you feel should be already explained. Um, So yeah, I just wanted to drop in and say that if anyone else is dealing with it and they realizing that, because me, I have a lot of aha moments, and I felt like, man, if you don't understand that, then now you're toxic, and I need to reevaluate who I'm around. Because when I left, I was like, yeah, this is a wrap for this. I ain't coming back. It's toxic, and I guess I've learned, and finally become concrete in my boundaries, and so I'm very serious and passionate about it, and it comes across. No, I'm not finna, and yeah, but that's not necessary for conversations. It's just not. It's not necessary. If a person doesn't get it, in the hood, we say, I can show you better than I can tell you. I'm not available. I cannot come. I have prior plans. I'm working on a project, because all of those be true. But in whatever event you want to do it, I'm unable to make it. You don't have to explain. I'm just not being around toxic people no more. You ain't got to explain all that. You're doing too much. So I thank the Lord for stopping me in my tracks, for correcting my actions that I was about to do, for correcting that. And yes, sometimes it's necessary to rebuke. Sometimes it's necessary to say, no, 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 we're going to talk about this, which I thought we were. But then it kept being a back and forth. So I went quiet. And even though I went quiet, I still had residual feelings last night that I was going to uh, re not rehash, but talk about it again today. And I choose not to. I choose not to, because as surely as God is merciful, it's unnecessary. That's how I'll show my grace. I will not entertain any further conversations as it pertains to talking about this, because it exudes negative energy altogether, even the conversation. So I choose not to indulge. I choose not to over explain anymore. I choose not to do all of this. And let's just keep it moving. I hope this helps someone, because I know we're going throughout our days as we're discovering ourselves, or as we're growing into new facets of life, and certain things we become passionate because we know in the past we've fell short at this, like I have. And then we're like, no, no, no. We become very serious and overly explained, like, and it's just not necessary. So in my journey of growth, I'm so excited about this path. I'm so excited about just how I love myself through all of this. And that's all I got. Period. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.